Welcome everybody, my name is MrLlama and this is Winning in 40 APM or less, defending against the 7 pool, and I believe this one is with a Forge Fast Expand. So I'm going to go ahead and have two videos. The first one's going to be defending against a Forge Fast Expand, and then the second one is going to be or defending with Forge Fast Expand, I should say, against 7 pool, and the second one is going to be defending with a Gate Expand. So it is going to be requiring scouting, of course, after this 9 pylon. If you're a Protoss and you don't scout after this 9 pylon, I don't really know what to say to you other than you should scout after the 9 pylon. Oops, did not mean to speed it up there. So I am going to be scouting, and this is actually really good because I do scout in the completely wrong direction. So my opponent is actually down here all the way in this bottom right corner. But I don't know this. This is just Antigua Shipyard ladder style. As you can see, no supply depots, so it's not mandatory cross positions, which makes it actually a lot easier for you. Yes, the Zerg can actually eke out another drone if he does. If he doesn't have to scout, he can get 2 drones in Overlord and then his pool, so it gives him a slightly more economic advantage in that sense. But you also get to scout instantly with 1. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my Forge here as well at 14. But you get to scout, and the reason I move my probe down there is because I see this Overlord fly in. So I move my probe down here to scout. So, yeah, like I was saying, the reason is if you get to scout it, though, it's really, really easy to defend. So I'm going to even scout it later, right? So this is me scouting it even later. I'm just moving my probe, watching, and oh, hey, I see lings. Okay, I know something's up. Instantly, I go back to my base, and I build a pylon in my mineral line, right? This is very important. The reason that you have this here is because this allows you to get this cannon up in your mineral line, which is all that you want to protect. Because right now, as you can see, I'm ahead 16 workers to 7 workers. So this puts me in a great position if I can simply hold on to my workers, right? So he's going to get in here with these lings. I'm just going to micro away my probes right here, micro back. I'm going to do the mineral movement trick, basically. So you just click a right click mineral patch, right click, and then a move. Really, really simple. And I'm actually going to be able to kill off most of these and maintain my drone lead right here. And as well, I actually have my Forge down. So I did throw this cannon up. That was very important, and I just want to go retouch on that really quickly. So as soon as the pylon goes down, I throw the cannon up. That's all I wanted to say about it right there. Really simple. But yeah, make sure you focus on getting that cannon up because that's going to be huge. So now if we jump right on back, I'm in a much better position. I can start throwing up a gateway. And actually, because he has stopped his ling aggression, as you can see right here, he has a hatchery that he's throwing up at the gold, so he knows he's behind. And simply having more lings would not help him at all right here. He could, try and just run around here and be annoying or whatever with him. But that's not going to do anything for him, so now he needs to go into droning mode. And so I'm going to be able to get a gateway up here. I'm actually going to pull probes and go pick off this ling right here, simply because I have that ability right there. So I'll also throw down a cannon and then another gateway, and then I can start making my wall down here. So I could have gone with a Cybernetic score, I don't know. It's fine to throw another gateway down right there. Like, there's nothing wrong because now I can start pumping out zealots, which of course are necessary to be defending against the zerglings. In case he comes in with a large amount of zerglings here in the future, I can have a couple of zealots out hopefully. So I'm just continuing to make my probes right here. I get a gas as well because I'm going to want to start warp gate once I get my Cybernetic core down, which I'm going to go throw down right now. And then I can take my expansion as well soon after, and so it's basically I'm just in a great spot right here, and I can pretty much do whatever I want, which is something. And so he's gonna sneak some more lings in, and okay, like that's fine. He's not gonna be able to really do anything. I have a zealot, I have this cannon, I have another zealot on the way, I have a cannon in my mineral line. Like, he can't do anything. Maybe try and get like 1 probe, or you can pick off a pylon or something. But that's not even going to bug me because I'm not going to be supply blocked from that. So I'm just going to let that happen, right? So I'm just like, okay, you know what, you can have that pylon. That doesn't put me in a terrible situation. So like I said, just continuing to pump stuff out. I should be taking my Nexus here in a bit, I do believe. But you don't even have to, because you could even just be going for some counter aggression. It's like I said, it is completely up to you. You're in such an advantageous position after this, or after he goes for that 7 pool and does not do any economic damage to your probes right there, that you can literally do whatever you want. So now I pull up my zealots, I just tell them to go attack at these zerglings right here, and I believe I may just throw up a couple additional gates here fairly soon, because I think I want to just go ahead and go for some aggression right here. So once I get a couple more zealots out, maybe get a stalker out here soon, since I do have my warp gate underway, then I can just go ahead and like 4-gate him basically, and it'll be of course a late 4-gate, but he's going to be extremely delayed as well, and he's going to have to be droning up and stuff right now. So even those lings right there, that was 3 more drones that he does not have. So I'm just going to be collecting up all these zealots right here. I have another one out underway, a stalker coming out pretty soon, and there's the additional gates that I do throw down. So like I said, you could take an expansion right there if you wanted to instead. I opted to go for pressure, and the game's in my control either way. So I'm going to push out with these zealots right here, leave 1 to prevent any sort of counterattack, which I think is just smart. And okay, so he's trying to throw up a spine wall right here. Even if those spines did get up a little bit later, I'd still be fine with all the zealots and stalkers that I could be pushing out from this 4-gate that's going to finish up fairly soon. So I'd still be able to do a ton of damage, and now he's going to be forced to evacuate his 3rd base right here. So now I can just kill off his 3rd base. Pretty simple, or his 2nd base I should say. That's his 2nd base, because he never took his natural right there as we saw. And I'm just going to kind of rush through this here, because it's basically just me, you know, adding on more stuff, adding on more units, and then I'm throwing down my expansion now, which is pretty much at the same time that he's throwing down his expansion. Push out with some zealot stalker, you know, kill off a roach. Like, it's very, very basic. I'm not doing a lot, as you can see with my APM. I'm really, really not doing a lot. I'm just kind of like basically moving around, and my expansion's pretty close done. His expansion's also. So I mean, you know, we're on such like, I don't want to say even, because it's not even. It's way in my favor. But in terms of like expos and stuff like that, we're on even footing. I'm ahead in the worker count, 29 to 23. So you know, it's just like there's, even when he does this and stuff, like okay, you know, he kills off that army. All it's doing is delaying the inevitable. 29 to 16. He's on basic tech right there. I mean, I haven't teched up craze or anything. I think I'm going to throw down a robo facility here fairly soon, and I'm just warping in more units, and I can just, you know, keep pushing out and just doing whatever I really want with this. So there goes the robo facility, and yeah, so you know, once again he's going to get down some spines. Okay, so I'm going to have to back off. That's cool, but just, you know, keep your eye on the supply. And like I said, this is all just kind of like whatever you want to do at this point. This is very just basic, easy play. I'm just making probes and making units, gonna get out immortals because I see that he has roaches, and then I can just go for an easy push. And look at the supply counts, 91 to 46. I mean, you know, he's forced to drone if he wants to really do anything, but at the same time he needs units to defend, and so it just puts him in a terrible position. So yeah, I can even go out and I could take a 3rd there if I had wanted. I mean, there's pretty much anything I could do. So I'm just going to kind of run in here, and you know, he's throwing up the desperation, spine crawlers, and everything like that, but it's not going to do anything, and that's just pretty much going to be an easy victory. So that's defending the 7 pool with a forged fast expand right there, and that's even with the last scout that you ever get. So my probe, you know, that was the last place I scouted. I was able to scout the lings because his overlord flew in, so I just redirected my scout worker down there. I caught his lings on the way, built a pylon, built a cannon in the main, and that was basically it for him. If he had continued ling production, I could have just, you know, still had my gateway thrown down right there or whatever, or even possibly over here. If there was, you know, tons of lings, I could throw down a 2nd cannon, and then if you ever tried to pull, you know, bring them in, I can just hold position my workers around this photon cannon. Really, I mean, it's just, there's not much you can do once you do get that cannon down, and it is over at that point. So that's going to be it for this, and I will have another video that's going to be defending with a gate expand, which is actually even easier in my opinion, because in this game, or in this specific style with the Forge Fast Expand, usually you won't be able to get their links trapped like that. Like, they'll just leave it, and they'll go kill off your Forge down low. So then you're forced to, like, gate expand out from here. You can just 4-gate from here if you want, or whatever. But usually they're able to force force this to die and stuff, but instead I was able to kill off so many of his lings that I could just go down there and save this actually and build that wall. So that's going to be it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.